Welcome to Heart Healer TV, a channel where we talk about rebuilding our lives away from feeling unfulfilled, undesirable, unheard, and unaligned. I am your host, Shatrice. It's so crazy to say this because this is not something that I would normally do. I like to be behind the camera, okay? But nonetheless, here I am. And this community, I just want you to know that you are safe here. Be authentic, be open, come with a mind willing to work. Healing hurts. You can't get away from it. It's either you're going to do it and ascend to the life that you're supposed to have, or you're not going to do it and you're going to continue to be miserable and live this boring, mediocre, passionless life. As always, anything that I'm talking to you about, I have dealt with it in my own life, either currently or in the past. And so the importance of routines is on the menu today. So what does that mean? That means ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it. Okay, I'm just joking. I'm not though, but seriously. When I hear importance of routine, I want you to define these things to yourself. I want you to take time to decipher for yourself what these terms mean to you because perception is really important. When I read something, I automatically have a thought on it. I have a perception on it, right? When you read something, it might change. The thought will change. The train of thought could change. And so I want you to define it for yourself. That's the only way you're going to be able to break through some of these beliefs that you've been holding on to. All right. So when I hear importance of routines, what I hear to myself is natural rhythm. So let's give practical examples. I'm a girl. I love the practical example. Natural rhythm. Natural rhythm to me is I'm not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. I want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I want working out to be a part of my lifestyle. But I'm not going to put on clothes, drive to the gym, especially living up north. And, I got to go through the snow and all that. I got to be around people and all. I'm not doing all that. That's not natural to me. What's natural? Natural is creating a small little space in my home where I could just get up and do my workout. Literally, roll out of bed. I don't have to brush my teeth. I don't have to do anything. I'll use the bathroom and I will do my workout. And that's literally what I do. Roll out of bed for 3:59, go to the bathroom, go to my workout immediately and whatever I got on. Literally. Spend my time doing my workout. Now, I also want to have a worship time. And when I would try to separate worship time and workout time, I was having a hard time meeting the task. So what's a natural rhythm? A natural rhythm for me is working out and I put on a sermon, like a message. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sermon, but I'll put on a message, something that's going to um, lead my thought in a spiritual worship, in a praise to God. I'll put on a playlist that's like a some form of a gospel playlist, but it's not just like a regular gospel playlist. It's like right now I'm listening to his name is Dunsin Oyekan. He has a song. He has quite a few songs that I'm listening to right now, but one of them is like wake up, wake up, wake up, right? And then he gets into the worship. That's how the song starts. It's called, I think it's City of God. He has a whole playlist. His name is Dunsin Oyekan. Dunsin Oyekan. And I listen to his playlist. And at each song that pops up, because remember, when you're doing things, the Holy Spirit, He leads you. He'll even lead you in the songs that God want to hear from your mouth. Now, why is that important? You you are God's vessel in the earth. Why is that important? It's important for you to understand that you are God's vessel in the earth because you are literally his mouth, his hands, his feet, his mind. That's why they have the mind of Christ. His mind, his body. You are literally the music, the movies, the baking, the parenting, the kindness, and you're literally God's walking, breathing love manifested into the earth. Think about that. You are literally that. Even in the songs that I'm listening to, even in the messages that come up, they're so in line with where I am. Whether it's repentance, whether it's, giving praise to God, whether he's trying to tell me stop complaining, when he's trying to tell me sit in the, not the mess, but sit like in the belly of the whale, so to speak. Like sit in the darkness, do the work, do what I'm telling you to do the work, so I can move you. I want to move you. I want you to be like stick at my pace, move at my timing. All of that. All of that. So natural rhythms they help me to stick to the routine, right? I'm able to get up, do my workout, listen to my message, have worship time with God at the same time. And it's okay. It's okay. When you are in relationship with him, he directs you all different kind of ways. There's no traditional methods here. And as you grow in him, the way that he talks to you grows. He does not speak to you the same way that he did 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. No, he changes it. As your level changes, he changes. He gives you more as you're able to manage. As you cleaning up the mess, as you're doing the work, he'll give you more. He'll talk to you so many different ways. So it's important for me to keep that natural rhythm. It's important for me to be authentic to my process because I don't want to lose that relationship. Plus, he know when I'm faking it anyway, so it don't make no sense that I fake it. It makes sense to come straight up. So I am giving my authentic self to the process. I'm giving my heart to it. I'm giving my mind to it. I'm giving my body to it in authenticity. Now he could work with it. Now he could put me on his wheel and keep turning me and grinding me because I'm showing up everywhere. I'm showing the flaws. I'm showing the nice parts. I'm giving him my good side. Is this my good side? Whatever. I'm giving him the good side. I'm giving him the flawed side. And he's able to mold it and mash it and prune it and press it. So that way when it comes up before him, it's like, oh yeah, that's good. That's what he literally says about you. Oh yeah, I made her. I made him. Oh yeah, that's good. Come on. I don't know about you, but these things make me feel so like who you talking to? Don't you know who my father is? Don't you know who my dad is? Like, don't don't let me. That's how I feel when I talk to myself like this. When he shares these things with me and I remind myself, when I encourage myself and I'm like, yeah, you're good. Even in your mess up, you good. Now submit all of it to him. The mess ups, the good stuff, submit it all and let him tell you. Okay, so let's move on. Natural rhythms. Natural rhythms allow for authenticity. That's the point. Natural rhythms breed authenticity. And also, it helps you to challenge yourself to grow, right? When we're talking about routines, the importance of routines, we're talking about challenging yourself to grow. So I firmly believe this. I believe this decades ago. Whatever we are to do on a grand scale for our life, we practice as little children. That's why it's important, like even as parents, that you ask God, who is this child and what this child is supposed to be, and let God lead you in parenting the child so you don't stifle out the giftings that he gives the kid, right? You don't want to stifle that. You want to nurture them so that way your child don't have to go through therapy before they realize who they are. This is super important. For myself, I have always been an encourager. I have always been a cheerleader. I've always been empathetic to other people's things, their hurts, their traumas. I've always been, since I was a little girl. And as a little girl, 4, 5 years old, I have been championing and cheerleading those who have been in my life and encouraging them, like, you better, you can do better. I love you. Here I am. Let me love you. I've always been doing it. Then I got older and I started doing it again. Now, either I'm doing it from brokenness or I'm doing it from a healed place. And so when I was a child, I did it from a healed place, right? Because I'm a child, I don't know anything. But as I got older, depending on how it was given back to me, how it was received, then it could develop into something that I'm given from a broken place. And that's what it did, right? So now I'm starting to give encouragement and cheerleading and all of that from a broken place. Okay? So now I invite God into my life, and what happens? He starts to heal me. He doesn't stifle out or kill the thing that he put in me, the desire to always encourage, to challenge people, to say you can do better, to say I see great potential over you. I see you doing this, vision. He's always given me that. I see well into the future. I see well. All right? He doesn't kill that. No, what he wants is he wants me to do it from a healed place. And so I have to do the work of healing, and it hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt a lot. The more that I stick with the routine, submitting myself before him. Sometimes I have words for things that's going on, and sometimes you may not have words for things going on. That is okay. But when you don't have words, you still submit yourself and say, I don't have any words. What's going on here? And he will find a way to talk to you on your level for your situation. That's how he operates. It's a very simple process. And then we get into doing the work. Once you become aware, then you do the work. That's the routine. That's the only routine that I have. And that creates relationship. That creates relationship. And he challenges me to grow. And every time that I stick to the routine, every time I submit myself, I'm being challenged to grow. Every time. And honestly, I like it. The healing part, no, it hurts. And who wants to do that? Nobody wants to be hurting all the time. No. But after some time, when I sit down with myself and I assess myself, and I'll say, I'm different from who I was when I started. This is a different woman. I'm reacting differently, right? I am having a different thought on the situation. I no longer am feeling unfulfilled, undesirable to myself. I have to keep saying undesirable to myself because I don't want you to think that desire starts externally. It's internal. So I'm going to keep repeating that part. I no longer feel unheard or unaligned. I'm moving according to the steps that he is ordering. I'm listening for when he's making the change, when he's telling me to pivot, when he's saying obedience, do what I'm telling you to do. And when I walk in it, I feel rested. I feel good. All right, let's keep moving on. The more you challenge yourself to grow, and you stick to the routines, you become disciplined. And that's what we all need. Discipline over straight grunt work. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency. When other people stop and you keep going, you get to it. You're going to have to get it. I don't know if you guys saw that meme where the two people are hitting at the ground trying to get to the diamond, and there's there's one person, they're like really close to the diamond, and the diamond is huge, but right before they get that last smack for the diamond to bust out, they fall. They get mad and they don't want to do it because the person above them hit and they got all these little diamonds that came out. And so it's like, I've been hitting this thing all this time and nothing ain't happened, but this person just hit it one time and all this blessing come to their life. And even for my own self, I have to keep that at the forefront, because I am definitely the latter person. I'm hitting all this time. I'm hitting, and nothing. And then somebody just come hit one time and they get it. And I'm just like, why? Why? Right? But when I stay in my routine, when I keep to my natural rhythm, when I am being challenged to grow, when I am sitting in discipline and I'm doing the thing, my focus narrows. I stop looking at what everybody else is doing. I stop comparing, and I'm able to just rest in what he's telling me to do. I'm able to be content with my place in my process. Contentment is what happens. And then the last one is, I always have my notes. The last one is, I'm making room to handle more. That's what routine does. So I gave the analogy, like when we were kids, you do this thing on this small level, but then when you get older, the thing that you were practicing as a child on a small level is the thing that you're really supposed to be doing on a grand level as an adult. And so I know that I am an encourager. I know that I am a thought leader. I know that I'm like your personal cheerleader, your champion. Like, you can have the life, you can do it. And not just because you done manifested something out of witchcraft. No, because God is rolling with you. God is in you. You are God's love manifested in the earth. Let's get to it. What you want to know how to do? You want to know how to set up your business? Okay, you don't have to pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I can show you how to go onto your state website and put your LLC, and make sure you fill out this for your taxes, and make sure you have your accountant do this, and make sure you go to IRS website and do your BOI form. I'm that girl. Oh, you want to start your clothing line? Okay, well, these are the wholesalers that you can get things from if you want to do it domestically, or you want to do it internationally. These are the websites that you go to. This is the trade show for this. I'm that girl. Oh, you want to start a cleaning business? Okay, well, you an employee? You want to, because everybody's not meant to be a business owner. Let me just say that. We'll talk about that another time. Everybody's not meant to be a business owner. But for whatever it is that you have in your heart to do, you want to make cupcakes, you want to start a business, you want a food truck, oh, I'm the girl. These are the permits, these are this are that, I'm her. Oh yeah, let's get to it. Okay? So I want to do all of this from a healed place. And so I have to do the work. I have to go about the business of doing the work, sticking to the routine, finding my natural rhythm, being authentic in the process, challenging myself to grow, meeting those challenges, becoming disciplined, and making room to handle all of the people that God is going to bring into the ark, and tell me, look, all these people coming in the ark, look, like Noah's ark. All these people are coming in the ark 2 by 2, and I want you to get them here. I want you to move that ship here. And I'm just like, okay, Baba. I call him Baba. Okay, Baba. I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best. And you do the rest. All right. So that's it. So let's rehash, okay? The importance of routines. You want to create a natural rhythm. You want to bring your authentic self to the process. Bring your authentic self to the game, okay? Challenge yourself to grow. Meet those challenges. You're going to become disciplined, and you're making room to handle the more. And that's how we kill the uns. What are the uns? Unfulfilled, undesirable to who? Myself. Unheard and unaligned. Thank you for joining Heart Healer TV with me, Shatrice, and I'll see you on the next one.